Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we have a current view of Flight Radar 24. Been all kinds of aircraft up. Here we have a reconnaissance plane and a lot of balloons, reconnaissance balloons across the United States. Earlier today, here we have the United Kingdom Royal Air Force up and doing reconnaissance over different areas there in Europe, and you can see all the balloons along the different borders that they were flying to. All kinds of refuelers were up in the air practicing refueling the fighter jets as they flew across. Definitely been an uptick in preparing for war. The New York Times came out with an article today saying how the Biden administration approved a secret nuclear strategy refocusing on the Chinese threat. In a classified document approved in March, the president ordered U.S. forces to prepare for possible coordinated nuclear confrontation with Russia, China, and North Korea. Here we have another aircraft which is for information gathering. Yeah, it came all the way, let's see, from Europe, over there by the UK. President Biden approved in March a highly classified nuclear strategic plan for the United States that, for the first time, reorients America's deterrent strategy to focus on China's rapid expansion in its nuclear arsenal. According to the New York Times, the shift comes as the Pentagon believes China's stockpile will rival the size and diversity of the United States and Russia over the next 10 years. The White House never announced that Mr. Biden had approved the revised strategy called the Nuclear Employment Guidance, which also newly seeks to prepare the United States for possible coordinated nuclear challenges from China, Russia, and North Korea. Evidently, they believe it's going to happen all at the same time. The document, updated every 4 years or so, is so highly classified that there is no electronic copies, only a number of hard copies distributed to a few national security officials and Pentagon commanders. But in recent speeches, 2 senior administration officials were allowed to allude to the change in carefully constrained single sentences ahead of more detailed unclassified notification to Congress expected before Mr. Biden leaves office. The president recently issued an updated nuclear weapons employment guidance to account for multiple nuclear-armed adversaries. Vipin Narang, an MIT nuclear strategist who serves in the Pentagon, said earlier this month before returning to academia that in a particular, he added the weapons guidance accounted for the significant increase in the size and diversity of China's nuclear arsenal. In June, the National Security Council Senior Director for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation, Parnay Vadi, also referred to the document, the first to examine in detail whether the United States is prepared to respond to nuclear crises that break out simultaneously or sequentially with a combination of nuclear and non-nuclear weapons. The new strategy, Mr. Vadi said, emphasizes the need to deter Russia, the PRC, and North Korea simultaneously, using the acronym for the People's Republic of China. In the past, the likelihood that America adversaries could coordinate a nuclear threat to outmaneuver the American nuclear arsenal seemed remote, but the emerging partnership between Russia and China and the conventional arms North Korea and Iran are providing to Russia for the war in Ukraine have fundamentally changed Washington's thinking. Already, Russia and China are conducting military exercises together. Intelligence agencies are trying to determine whether Russia is aiding the North Korean and Iranian missile program in return. I believe they have been for a long time. The new document is a stark reminder that whoever is sworn in next January 20th will confront a changed and far more volatile nuclear landscape than the one that existed just 3 years ago. President Vladimir Putin of Russia has repeatedly threatened to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine, including during a crisis in October of 2022. When Biden and his aides, looking at the intercepts of conversations between senior Russian commanders, feared the likelihood of a nuclear use might rise by 50% or even higher. North Korea's nuclear weapons have also expanded. They're saying that they now probably have as many nuclear weapons as what Pakistan and Israel has. Their arsenal now, they say, is large enough that it could, in theory, coordinate threats with Moscow and Beijing. And I have noticed all these different training programs that have been going on. See, here we got another stratotanker. Probably, practicing refueling the fighter jets, which aren't lit up on here. And then we got all kinds of reconnaissance balloons flying over the U.S. And they were over Europe earlier, too. Yeah, all kinds of trainers going on with the fighter jets. Yeah, I'm sure this one here's that's a trainer. Yeah, all kinds of training going on. Yeah, they definitely want war. Here's a Pegasus. Yeah. This aircraft here can be used for cargo and also the transfer of fuel. Yeah, look at that. Coming out of Bakersfield or close to Bakersfield. Yeah. Look at all that. Look at that. A lot of air traffic going on right now. Yeah, there's another. Did I already show you that one? What's this little one here? Yeah, Global Master. That's another reconnaissance plane aircraft. Yep. Yeah, if they're preparing for war, don't you think we should be too? Mainstream media isn't talking about it, but thank goodness the New York Times put out the article. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. God bless y'all.